Texas commit and number 3 linebacker in the country, Elijah Bo Barnes, is here on the 5-Star Flex. And he's going to talk about what Coach Sark's personal message was to him. And he's also going to talk about the visit to Texas A&M that he canceled on the same weekend he committed to Texas. All that and more on the 5-Star Flex. All right, big dog, listen to this list. Bo, you had all of these schools: Bama, LSU, Texas A&M, Ohio State, Florida State, Oregon. All of these schools were after you, and you chose Texas. Why did you choose Texas?
I feel like Texas, was just a different type of school. When I went down there on every visit, it just got better and better. And no other school really compares to Texas. I mean, they have a great collective, great people, great fans, support system, I should say. Mm, it's just no other school just was like Texas. It was just different at Texas.
When you talk about the support system, are you talking about on the field like the coaches, or you just mean everybody in the whole area when you think about the support that you'll be able to get there?
Everybody, I'm talking about the whole city of Austin is behind you. You start doing good, you get your name, you get your name put out there. You make plays on the field, produce, and you just got thousands of fans that know your name. So that's where I want to go, and I want to shine at, to get that boost on my name and have everybody know who I am, off the field.
Right. No, that's important. So when you committed to Texas, I think that weekend you were planning on going to Texas A&M. What got in your spirit that made you want to change that trip and go to Texas that weekend instead?
Just talking with my parents, you know, we was thinking about this for a long time. This was just on my mind. I was just telling them, is Texas really the fit for me? And they was just telling me, it's up to you. It's your choice. It's your journey. It's your career. And I took that in consideration. I was just thinking to myself, like, I mean, Texas is really just, it's not far from home. And, I mean, you can shine there. And that's really it with all that. And
Right.
I chose to commit to Texas.
Nah, I like it. So you go to Texas, you get ready to commit. What was Coach Sark's reaction to you when you said, "Hey, Coach, I want to be a Longhorn"?
I feel like they already knew. Once I told them I was heading back down there, they had a feeling. But he was excited. They really wanted me. I was a priority to them. They showed me that I was a priority to them. So, they was really happy. The whole staff was happy. Was there, you know, happy for me. And they told me they really wanted me here, and that's why I chose Texas. So
When you think about the experience in Austin, like when you go down there and you visit and it felt like home, what is something that happened on your visit or any point that made you be like, all right, this is it for me?
just when we was with everybody, everybody's families, we was just bonding with each other, other recruits, and I was bonding with the players as well. When we went out with them, we was hanging out or whatever. We was just bonding, just building that brotherhood, getting close to each other, knowing each other, and knowing that those are going to be my future teammates. So, I just got to start that bonding early, you know.
Mhm. Is there anybody on Texas's roster right now that'll be there when you get there that you're looking forward to playing with?
Oh yeah, for sure. Anthony Hill, that's who I want to play with the most, because he can just pour so much into me, just because he's gonna be an upperclassman. He's already been through the system. He's just gonna tell me a lot about it. So I already asked him about a lot of stuff already. Getting information. How is it like at Texas? How it is your freshman year. And so far and on. And he just told me, man, it's a grind. So you gonna have to be on top of your stuff. So I'm thinking about that too. I'm ready. I'm ready to work. Once I get down there in January.
So when you talk to the defensive staff, how do they say they want to use you in their scheme?
I mean, they kind of want to move me around. A little bit. Three down guy. I could play outside, middle. I can rush the passer a little bit. I can cover too. I can use my speed to an advantage. With the O line. Running backs. No, I have that speed, so and I'm versatile.
When you think about actually playing with that Longhorn logo on your head, what game do you look forward to the most?
Every game, I'm gonna go in every game, ready to play and playing it like it's my last, giving it my all 4 quarters.
Is there anybody that may have been a Texas Longhorn in the past that you wish you could have played with, or somebody that you're a fan of that played at Texas?
Uh, uh, both of my coaches that's at my school now, they played at Texas. Peter Jenkins and Christian Scott. They was telling me they was great players. Great coming out of high school. Christian Scott won the national championship with Vince Young. He was there when Vince Young was there. So, if I can play with Texas, I would play in that era. The '05 era. You
Okay.
know, play with those guys.
What did Coach Scott tell you about his experience that may have helped you with your experience getting recruited?
He was just telling me, it's gonna be a lot of distractions, but you got to stay focused and you're gonna have fun at the same time. But you got to be focused and ready to work. And Texas is a great place. It's a great school, great program. Like I said before, it's everything about Texas is great.
So, both from what I know about you and our previous conversations when we talked, you're not a guy that likes to get out and party a whole lot. You really about your business.
Oh,
Where do you find that sense of maturity? Because like you got the whole world in front of you. Like young guy, big, fast, strong, super popular, right? And you really just like to chill with the family. You don't really go out a lot. What do you attribute that maturity to?
um, just my pops. He talks to me every day about just staying focused. Because all this other stuff that's outside in this world is not gonna help me get to where I want to go, get to where I want to be. I should say. I just gotta stay focused, keep my head level, and stay humble and keep grinding. And I just think about that every day. Where my future is heading. So I just gotta stay on top of that and stay focused.
All right, so we talked about your speed. Bro, you weigh 230 pounds and run a 10,900. Bro, have you been fast like that your whole life, or when you got bigger, did you like what's up with that speed at that size, bro?
I mean, I've always had speed. Ever since I was on flag. On up, I've always had speed. Just my long strides, really helped me. And I'm powerful. I'm striking the ground and pushing off and finishing through the line. I just love competing, and people that's fast will make you go faster. If y'all
Right.
didn't realize, people that's faster than you will make you go faster. It just pushes you, past your limits, and you just want to beat them. Want to pass them and stuff like that. So I finished through the line and I seen that clock. It said 10:09. So it was a goal accomplished. I was wanting to run a 10:09 ever since my sophomore year. I was
Right.
close to it. I ran 11:1 my sophomore year. So
Man, that's really moving. And in that race, there were some big time guys in there. What was it like to run a time that fast with a guy like the Corian Moore on the other side of you?
oh man, I raced him before. When I
Right.
was a sophomore too. We've been competing in track. Ever since then. I just been racing with him and running against him. It's just great competition. I love competition.
No, that's awesome. So before you became a linebacker, you were a running back. How was that running back experience helping you develop as a linebacker?
It was great. Just as a running back, you gonna want to find those holes and find daylight. As a linebacker, that's where you want to run to. You want to run a daylight because that's what 9 times out of 10, that's where the running back's gonna be.
Mm.
It kind of helped me with the linebacker position. Help develop me as a linebacker. Slow play everything, and when I see it, attack it and go. And sometimes you just have to go. So I just have that quick twitch. In my body, just to go get the ball. I'm a go getter. So.
No, I like that. All right, so we know you're committed to Texas, and you actually didn't take any more official visits. So, but I knew you did take some visits previously. Was there any other school that had something cool on their campus that you really liked?
I mean, I really love Texas A&M. It's a lot of space down there, but it's not too much to do. You know what I like to do. I don't like to do anything really, but it was just something different about Texas. Just the culture and the environment. You know, it was just different. It gave me chills every time I went down there.
All right, so before we get out of here, what was Coach Sark's message to you that just sold you on Texas?
He said, "You are our guy. You know, we want you, and we want to develop you here. You know, until a first round draft pick." You know, that instantly clicked in my mind because you know my dream is to go to be in the NFL someday. You know, taking care of my family and you know give myself a better life and give my future family a better life. You know, my kids and you know my future wife. You know, just give them a better life and you know just have fun while I'm doing it. You know, that's my goal. That's my dream to be in the NFL.
Man, who's your favorite NFL team?
Cowboys, of course.
Cowboys. That's right. You in Dallas.
Yeah, home team.
Man, how crazy would that be if you got drafted by the Cowboys?
Man, my parents will be at every home game. I promise you that.
Man, I hope it works out there for you. Bo, where can everybody find you on social media?
Y'all can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Elijah Bo Barnes. You know, y'all can look me up, you know, on any website. It's gonna be Elijah Bo Barnes. You know, yeah,
All
that's
right,
it.
for sure. Hey, give all the Texas fans a message about Elijah Bo Barnes and what they're getting when you step on the field.
Y'all getting a dominant player, you know, coming in ready to work, you know, and we're gonna win. We're gonna take over the SEC, like I said, and you know, we just gonna win some natties for sure. We're gonna win a couple of national championships for sure.
Let's
Football.
go. I love it. Yeah. All right, Bo, man. Thank you, bro.